That's just how I live. Money and pretty women. Honey's and fitness. That's all I'm
Hey y'all, this is All of Destiny. In this video, I'll be sharing with you all exactly how I got this hair color and also how I curled my hair to get my curls to last all day. Like, it's been 3 days and I have yet to recurl my hair. So definitely check out part 1 if you haven't already. I show you all how to bleach the knots, how to tint the lace on your frontal, how to pluck and create baby hairs, and then also how to add an elastic band. Just everything you need for like that perfect frontal, you know. So this is how the wig came from RPGHair to me. Keep in mind, I did not wear this wig out anywhere in public like this. Like, I literally just put it on top of my curly bun because I wanted you all to see the color on my skin tone versus me kind of just holding the wig up or just showing it to you all on top of my mannequin head. So I didn't go anywhere like this. It's just, yeah, for video purposes so that you all could see it on me and just kind of get that, you know, that transformation feel of the before to the after, you know. So I went to the beauty supply store and I grabbed some hair dye. That was the only thing I had planned. Like, as far as my technique, you'll see I had no technique in mind at all. So the colors that I got, and along with some gloves, I already had the hairbrush. I got the Adore 107 Mocha, 2 bottles of that one, and then also the Adore number 78 Rich Amber. So I just kind of put out about 5 or 6 trash bags onto the floor. I put my gloves on, and then I pretty much, with no technique in mind, just began kind of like squeezing out the hair color and then combing it through with just like a rat tail type of comb. And then I'm taking some more of the color. Right there you see where the brown or the original color didn't really take the red in that area. So I just kind of went in with some brown. In my mind, I figured that I was going to kind of have like a fade and kind of like that 3-dimensional look to my color if I didn't do it so perfectly. So I don't know, maybe that's a technique, maybe it's not. Y'all probably watching this like, what is this girl doing? But then when you see the finished result, it's like, ooh, what did she do? So originally when I first put the Rich Amber on there, which is that red color, my sister Boone, she was standing there watching me do this, and we were like, oh my God, like, look at the Rich Amber color, like, it looks so good. So at that point I was like, shoot, I only got 2 bottles of the Mocha. I should have got 2 bottles of the Rich Amber and 1 of the Mocha, you know, to kind of blend the brown in. But anywho, at this point you'll see how I'm just trying to work, like, blah blah blah. This is like take 10 for this voiceover. We're not redoing this. So at that point, pretty much I was just trying to stretch my Rich Amber, so I was kind of going in more so with the brown towards the end. And then also at this point too, I was like, yeah, on the floor it wasn't working out. So different location, I went ahead and set the mannequin head up, and then I just kind of held the wig on there with my T-pins. And so I decided, since I was really feeling that Rich Amber color, that underneath you wouldn't really see the color up under there, up under there anyway. I'm still not redoing this. So I just kind of went in with Mocha, which is that brown color underneath, and then I'm just kind of randomly reaching for the colors. So anywhere towards the sides that I felt would be kind of towards the front portions of the hair, I will pick up the Rich Amber, kind of just slather on, put on a lot of that onto the hair, just kind of comb it through, brush it through, rake it through with my fingers, and then I would just kind of pick up the other color and do the same thing. And that's pretty much, I guess you could say, that was my technique. If you want to kind of get similar results, maybe go at it, you know, without any kind of technique probably at all. I don't know. But yeah, I like the way my hair turned out. At that point, I was a little upset because I wasted on my t-shirt and I forgot to change my shirt because I had put it on just to show you all the wig in the beginning. And I was like, oh, let me put on my shirt. But then I forgot to change it. So change your shirt into something that you don't care about. But yeah, pretty much I'm just going to keep like applying the hair color, reaching for the Rich Amber at some points, and then reaching for the Mocha at other times. Also keep in mind that I'm not a professional. YouTubers most times, well, I won't speak for any other YouTuber, my bad, but me, most times I kind of just set my camera up and I say, hey, if this turns out nice, I know my subscribers, they're gonna say, oh yes, can't wait to see the video, and I don't want to respond like, oh, I didn't record this. So regardless of how this was going to turn out, regardless of my technique not being a technique at all, I was like, yeah girl, we recording this. And I'm so glad that I did, because I really like the way that the hair color turned out. I guess we can count this as my first time having hair color. In 2015, I think, 14, I'm not sure, I dyed like a bob, but that was really like only the ends. So I don't know, let me know what y'all think. I say this is my first time with official hair color and I'm feeling it, and hopefully I don't get hooked on hair color because I really like this. And when I posted the picture on Instagram, a lot of you all liked it as well. But let me catch back up. So after I was satisfied with the way that I kind of applied the color, I went ahead and just put a plastic bag over her, took the T-pins out, and then I just left it like that for a good amount of time. I went on with my day, cleaned up all of the mess. Make sure you put down something to cover your floor, like don't ruin it. And so it was about 2 o'clock when I finished, and then it was 11 o'clock by the time I remembered, and I was literally like showered up, about to sit down and chill, like in my night. And I was like, oh snaps, I got hair like just soaking in the bag. So I went ahead and rinsed that out with some warm water. Also keep in mind, like I said, that I am not a professional. As far as the dye getting on the frontal, I knew that I was going to bleach the knots afterwards anyway, which is what you saw in part 1 when I bleached the knots. That was after the hair was already already colored. So yeah, and then for the few parts that did kind of get stained, I ended up plucking them out of the frontal anyway, so it was no biggie. So that's what the hair color looks like immediately after rinsing. And then after that, I went ahead and just conditioned the hair as well. And it was late, like I said, so I just kind of combed the tangles out and I left it to just air dry overnight. So the next morning, I'm just spraying on some blowout styling mist. I'll leave the exact name down below. And then I'm just using this little cute brush the RPGHair did send to me as well. And I'm just going to use my Chi curling iron on the highest setting, and I'm just going to add in some not loose curls, but I'm taking medium-sized sections to curl the hair. And as far as my curling one, I'll see if I can find a link for you all. I don't know though, because I got mine from Goodwill a good while ago for about $8, and it works like really good. Like nothing's wrong with it at all. Sometimes the handle, that little red handle, it kind of like, it's loose a little bit, but that's not a problem at all. Like if it ever comes off, I'll just have to curl my hair with like a curling glove thing to keep the heat from burning my thumb. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. So anyway, I just kind of curl the hair in a backwards motion, and then I'm just going to pin that with like a little clip. And instead of letting the hair hang down right when I was done curling it, I feel like by pinning it, it's allowing it to cool in that shape. And maybe it's the hair, or maybe it's just my technique, or maybe it's both together. But it's been about 3 days since I filmed this, like me actually doing the voiceover part that you're listening to right now. And the only thing I've been doing, I put 2 flexi rods in my hair. Like I split my hair in half, brush it out, I put a flexi rod on the left, flexi rod on the right, and I have not like had to use heat. Like these curls, they're good to go. Even if I wasn't to use the flexi rods, I feel like they're here to stay for a good while. And also, I do want to give credit to RPGHair for, I guess, the way that they actually bleach the hair, because like that fade of where the black is to the color that I dyed it to is not harsh or anything at all. So a lot of credit does go to them for that, because I feel like with my bad technique and then them just kind of like coloring the hair or bleaching the hair, it turns out really good. So anyways, let me catch back up to where I am now. I'm just going to go ahead and I razored some of the front just to kind of help it to frame my face a little bit more, and you'll see in part 3 that I went in and kind of layered the hair even more, and then I just curled the left side and then I curled the right side. So they're both sections are kind of going back. On the left, I curled that one going back towards my face, and then, well, when I put it on, it'll be going back towards my face, and then the same thing for the right side as well. So I pretty much left that for a few hours, and then that is pretty much it on how I dyed my hair. Stay tuned for part 3. I'll be showing you all how I'm going to apply this. We're going to try out the stocking cap method for the first time. So yeah, definitely stay tuned. Be sure to check out part 1 if you have not already. Questions and comments, be sure to leave all of that down below. And as always, I thank you all so much for watching. Ooh, she's done with another voiceover.